right? It's funny, you know. I'm consuming all this media news content with the George Floyd protests and all these, you know, sort of opinions on race. It's always white people talking. It's like you have like anti-black violence demonstrations. It's just white people doing 90% of the talking, and this is the problem, right? So you look at the Canadian entertainment industry, and you have a lot of talented people of color, right? I've been around 20 years. Moody's been around much longer, right? You know, Lou's been around for 90 years.
Shame my guns.
Todd's the white guy.
That's my teeth.
No, but the talent has been there for so long. The opportunity has not, because the boss is always the same. And even when the ethnic content gets made, you have to now frame it through the lens of the white man. So now you have this sort of stereotype of your own culture. So even when you're creating your own culture, you're not doing it authentically, right? You can't be honest about your experience, you know?
I have to say this very carefully, because there's
Are you going to be using flipping?
No, man. Oh, you just wait.
I'm going to turn the volume up for this.
Because there's a person of color who is involved with a broadcaster. I'm so trying to be careful. Who had a show go into production at a broadcaster, and it was the person of color's idea. And what I saw behind the scenes, it's not the show you think. It's not the show you think. So whatever show you think it is, it's not, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble, and I don't want to start a thing.
I'm not going to say anything.
But from what I know as a fact behind the scenes, is this person of color who started the show was why am
just
I
say it.
Just say it.
Just blame me.
People know what the show is.
No, you don't know what the
I
show.
told you the story.
Dude, it's okay. Mr. D is off the air. Go nuts. Go nuts.
Shut up. But it's to get the show made, this person had to agree to work with some old white dude, and I have no problems with old white dudes, but the old white dude was not as talented as the person of color. That he just wasn't. He had created bullcrap for his entire flipping career. And
but he's white.
If you're gonna get an old white dude, get Aaron Sorkin. He's a great old white dude. If you're gonna get an old white dude, get a talented one. But to get somebody who's gonna ruin it, and the flipping guy ruined it, and there's no way you
but
can't.
That would ruin the CBC name in the hat.
But I don't
formula
understand what you're
do.
saying. It wasn't necessarily CBC.
A bunch of white guys, they put them in a hat, and then they take one out. They go, "Okay, this will be your showrunner."
Yeah, and this is what I'm struggling with right now. I really shouldn't be saying this. I'm going to ruin my career, but because I'm working on one. Yeah, I know exactly. I don't have one anyway. And you know, it's funny because I was talking to one executive producer guy who said to me, you know, well, why haven't you, like, you've been writing for years, and you've been, all these other playwrights have become showrunners and stuff, but you haven't. So what's the deal? And I didn't say anything. But also,
they're white.
I'm not going to say anything. But no, it's. But also too, maybe I'm not talented. Maybe I'm not talented.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
No, it easily. That's fine. Here's the thing.
Fucking awesome.
There are a lot of people who have no talent who make a lot of money. So I just
listen to what he's saying. Maybe he doesn't have any.
But here's the thing. Like, ultimately, the thing that I'm trying to create, it's just an authentic piece that deals with people of color, and
no one wants that.
Ultimately, it's just really hard. And maybe it's going to get a little better, you know? People keep saying to me, oh, Andrew, no, this is the time for people of color. This is the time to do it. White men. People are saying to me, oh, dude, I'm a white guy. I'm done. It's done. I can't get anything done now. It's like, yeah, sure.
I do have criticism of your work, though, honestly. You're not quite adept at being white. I think
I could be better.
I like the frickins instead of the fucking. Like, I like that was close. Yeah. But the skin color's all wrong.
Smashing Pumpkins, my favorite band.
Closer.
Getting there.
I really don't want to really have Andrew explain how white he is. I don't need that level of pain.
I could go.
But I think the whole thing is also, though,